terrible morning for me. Might be coming down here. This value area high. Need to probably wait for that to get hit. Stop taking L's. Hey, what's up, Google Rabbi? How you doing, man? This price action is really silly. Here lately, I've just been noticing there have been a lot of times, and this is not the best setup. I'm trying to hop on board this trend, it's going up. Sometimes trends are hard to hop on, especially if you miss this kind of initial breakout move. But that being said, here over the past few days on NQ, it's been really difficult to get a position and keep a position, especially when you're trying to manage risk super tight. That's kind of what I've been doing, because there's been a lot of sort of uncertainty surrounding whether or not the price is pulling back or reversing, because we're having deep pullbacks, intra-candle pullbacks like we're seeing right here, which makes it hard to manage risk, because if I have my stop loss way down here, I've been seeing that it can very quickly come back down and stop me out. So I'm not willing to take a bunch of risk on, holding a position to go long on something like this, especially when I'm at kind of a breakout level. So essentially what I'm trying to do is prevent big losses, even though I started off the day pretty shitty, trying to maintain, my risk as best I can. And you'll notice that that's going to require taking a bunch of break-even stop-outs, for instance. And you got to be able to do that without tilting, which is a big deal. Last night, that's how I ran up these red numbers. Price action was doing the same thing, and it's to be expected overnight or after hours trading. And, that's definitely one of my weaknesses, is trading in market conditions where it looks like it's going well, and then it's just not favorable. So in any case, today trying to come into trading with the mindset of protecting, being careful, and not getting chopped up and taking a bunch of losses. So when I have something that goes 30 points in my favor, even 15 points in my favor, I am kind of down to just take a break even, because then if it reverses, at least I'm not losing money on it, or if I am, it's a small amount. And then I can re-enter like I did on this. Also a consideration just to we got two considerations. One, if we're trending up, I was taking a look at the higher time frame. We've got this target up here, but there have been a lot of times where here recently we are leaving, these higher time frame targets open for later. It's about 100 points above us. So we might anticipate and I don't know, we're going to have to wait and see, but we might anticipate, coming up almost to hit target and then sinking. So I got to be ready for that. But considering we're on a strong uptrend right now, and at least on the higher time frame, it doesn't look like there's any sign of slowing down. So until we see that, we're long on the bias. So if you can do that, so taking that into consideration, if you can get a position in before a breakout level, like let's say this value area high is going to be a breakout level, ideally, let's say if we break out, up here and we come back and revisit, it won't go back down to my price, and we can just hold it. We can just hold this for a potential breakout move to, let's see what it would be, 300. So up here, whether we reverse before hitting that all-time high or not, at least holding it to the full extension of whatever this long move would be great. So low size, tight stop. If we can get a position in before this breakout, that's ideal. So that's what I'm trying to go for here. And if it stops me out multiple times, it's okay. Trying to just get a move that I can hold for this trend. but it's not looking like it's going to be easy. I mean, if you look at this kind of up and back, up and down, it's like every candle or every other candle is retracing the full amount, with the exception of this. This got left open. We also have an opening range breakout up here. So the opening range is right here. So we do have an opening range breakout set up. That's essentially what this is. Now it's just kind of like we got to hold through all this BS. With the exception of this move here, the morning's been fairly uneventful. Not a lot of volume, not a lot of aggression, but we are on this kind of steady grind. So until this steady grind stops for a consolidation or a potential reversal, this is kind of the only move on the table. And I'm not willing to risk a bunch on it, but I am willing to risk a little bit. And you know, an ideal scenario like I'm in is basically having a break-even stop that's going to be below wherever the retracement is. So that's kind of the ideal scenario for this trade to play out. Basically following this, we break out, come back down, retest, and then go. But ideally, not coming back down to the stop. If it does break this, stop me out of this, might anticipate a revisit for these prices, and at which point we can re-enter. So I'll go ahead and highlight that to pay attention to it. If we do come back down to this area, I'd be looking for a long in here. Right here, we're getting stopped at this value area high. It looks like we got a little bit of drama happening. I'm gonna hold through this. If it comes down and hits my break-even stop, I'll reconsider down here. It's looking like it has at least a likelihood of coming down here, stopping me out, potentially continuing down. Ideal scenario though is that this cluster of buy orders right here will play defense for this breakout. Or I should say offense. It's also tough because I, tend to read order flow and price action for my confirmations and entries sometimes. So when you have this back and forth price action, it can really fake you out. So I'm trying to go off a structure and kind of the current grindy trend as opposed to trying to read every candle's price action. Normally seeing this kind of stuff right here would make me a little hesitant to hold this. But in context with today, I mean, you can see how the candle is kind of like going back and forth quite a bit, not a lot of directional conviction. And so when I see that, it makes me want to dampen my sort of price action and order flow reading and confirmations. Because like, if you're trying to read every candle in this, it's gonna confuse you. And you got to get used to seeing like this kind of grinding up price action, so you don't get faked out into thinking that we're reversing when we're actually not. So, in summary, looks like we're grinding up. Not sure to where, but we do have that higher time frame objective at all-time highs. And that is just before 20, it's like 20, I think it's 25, 390-ish. Actually, let's go with this one. 25, 392. So let's go ahead and mark that out. $25, 392. I'll go ahead and put a horizontal line here. Ideally, we can exit there. But if not, then we're going to be looking for some drama before then to potentially reverse, because that's been definitely on the table. Sucks when you start off in drawdown taking paper cuts, or, you know, in my case, I was trading last night, because now it's like you're trading to, in an ideal scenario, get break even instead of trading for profit. But if you're going to do that and you're going to, you know, trade to get break even, the best thing you can do is just remain calm, trade how you normally would as if you're not in drawdown, and, you know, take it one trade at a time. Don't try and make it up in one trade. Just try and take good trades, don't take bad trades, and not increase the probability of tilt. Increasing the probability of tilt would be trying to size up or taking frequent trades. So, got to keep a level head when you're in drawdown, especially on days like today. Difficult price action. A lot of people might look at this price action and say, oh, you know, it's easy. But that's in hindsight. In hindsight, when you look at this, it's like, oh, well, why didn't you just buy it here and then hold it? Yeah, you know, valid point. You could, if you hop on board early, you can. But a lot of times when you're in a position like this, and especially when you're hitting key levels, you're seeing this kind of price action. And you're thinking that it's going to reverse on you. So it's a little easier in hindsight. Right now, it's like the challenge, I think, with this kind of price action, or one of the challenges, is like, so we're grinding up, moving up, we're pulling back, we're moving up, we're pulling back. At any time, one of these pullbacks could be a reversal candle, and it's camouflaged because it's been doing it all morning, if that makes sense. So, like, let's say if this red candle right now started turning really red, on a trend like this, you gotta have ways of stopping out, and a lot of times it could be used, like, let's say an EMA. You could use an EMA, so this is kind of bouncing on a trend line like this, and if it breaks and closes below that trend line, then you can close out of the position. But a lot of times on a trend trade like this, it'll break that, come back down to an area like this, and then pop back up, unfortunately. So trends can sometimes be difficult to trade, and you've got to kind of train your mindset to recognize when a potential trend is happening so that you can switch gears. You're not looking for a sweep and then a pullback into the range. You're looking to trade this trend the best way you can, which is prior to breakout levels, or retest of breakout levels, or retest of internal liquidity. This would be internal liquidity. This is a breakout level, so I'm in prior to the breakout and basically on a breakout confirmation here. But it's tough because once you get a breakout, a lot of times you get a retest. Especially here when we haven't we've created a small gap here, not a large one like this. This ideal scenario is it kind of gaps up, taps it, and then goes. But here, it's like I could be hovering around $100 P&L for a while, and it can be kind of taxing, because then we start doing some of this BS. If we start consolidating here, that's not ideal for mental capital. I would prefer to be in trades that start moving immediately. Got this cluster of buy orders here. Again, I want to see this defending this area here and playing offense for the trend. So if price does come down here, I want to see it being like basically bouncing off these areas. I'll go ahead and highlight that as well. Basically, right where I have my stop is my invalidation point. So if it starts moving beyond this area right here, need to get out of the trade because we're looking at a potential reversal. Or deeper pullback, maybe I should say. The other consideration when you're trading trends like this is to scalp the legs. So essentially you're getting a good entry, but if you don't have an entry, so let's say you get this entry. If you get this entry, you're, in my opinion, it's like it's worth it to hold it because you have a lot of things going for you on your side. But if you're in an entry like this, where I'm in, I think it's worth considering whether you take scalp profits, right? So we got a leg up, take profit here, wait for whatever the next pullback is. Maybe it pulls back here. Maybe you miss the pullback or whatever, or maybe it comes down here. You take an entry here, and then if you get this entry, then you can hold it. But as long as you're getting these kind of more premium, higher entries, you could consider scalping, so that if this does pull back, it's not for nothing. Like the way it's acting right now, it looks like we could get a quick flush. But again, it's like this could be a normal pullback. So constantly trying to read this price action and see if your entry is worth taking a scalp, take some profits off, or holding. So right now I'm trying to decide, do I hold it or do I take a little bit off the table? I only got 2 micros on, so it's a small amount, but it's better, taking some profit is better than nothing in some cases if you're going to get hit. Looking like we did get some potential defense here. Let's see if it holds. If this continues to try and push down, then it's looking more likely that this stop is going to get hit. But if we can get up and move away from this quickly, it makes me feel better about holding. Looking like we're going for a deep pullback potentially. Just watching this candle here. I'm gonna go ahead and close it. I didn't like it. So ideal scenario is that I could hold through all that. Yo, what's up, Pork and Lamb? How you doing? Unfortunately, I got a little drawdown to recover from last night and this morning. Hope you're doing better than I am. How's your trading morning going so far? I was just talking about this trade. You know, we're trending up, and it's kind of difficult to jump on a trend sometimes, especially when you got price action like this, where it's going back and forth quite a bit. It's grindy, so it's difficult to distinguish between pullbacks and reversals sometimes. So right now, what I'm doing, I was in a long trade right here, and was hoping that we were going to get defense from these cluster of orders, but it was looking like order flow is potentially coming back down for a deeper pullback. And so if we come down here, I'll be looking for a long, and it's looking like this area was indeed defended, or potentially defended, I should say. But I'm just not liking this kind of potential consolidation right here just yet. And I'm trying to kind of step ladder myself back up to green. And while I'm doing that, I'm not willing to risk or not take profit off the table a little bit. 27K loss after that 29. Damn, dude. You're doing some big swings, huh? 2K for the day, though. That's nice, man. Was 27K loss, was that at the end of last week? And I don't recall the 29K profit. Maybe I just missed it. Was it like positive 29K and then negative 27K in the same week? Today in crypto. Damn. Big swings, huh? Let me check out what Bitcoin is doing. What kind of crypto are you trading? Solana? Okay. Crypto's been pretty wild lately. Oh my God, look at that. Holy shit, man. Wow, those are some big swings. Are you day trading or swing trading? All right, looks like this was the pullback. It was defended down here. Might get a breakout here. Unfortunately, I sold because it was looking like we were consolidating and dropping out of the range. Day trading. Copy that, dude. Yeah, you got some nice swings on that. Yeah, I guess I'm just not a terribly huge fan of this consolidation right here. Was hoping that essentially we were going to break out here of this level and then see kind of just a quick pullback and then continuation to the upside. It looks like we got some potential drama. Could come back down. So I'm waiting. Going to try and be patient. Just build it trade by trade. You use 100K with 25x leverage. Wow. I wish you the best with that leverage. Holy shit. What's up with your name, pork and lamb? Are those your favorite type of meats to eat, or what? Just curious. Copy that. So looking like a potential. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to say reversal, but at least a deeper pullback. I'm not going to take this, but we took this high. We immediately came back into the range, looking like we could. No, I don't earn anything from Twitch. Really, the only reason I live stream is for accountability. Sometimes, basically, so that if I'm taking a trade, I have to be accountable for it. You know, sometimes trading can be. Sometimes basically my biggest moments of tilt happen when I'm trading by myself and not putting it out there for the world to see. So if I'm taking bad trades, you know, I at least have to be embarrassed about it. I think I'm going to go ahead and try a short here. You know, I've seen a lot of V-shaped reversals here over the past few weeks, and this might not be one, but if it is, I'll take a shot at it, and I'll just cover myself very quickly if it starts moving the opposite direction. So I'll make risk super tight on it, basically break even right now, and hopefully if we can move through this area quickly, you know, hold on to it. Otherwise, get stopped out, break even, no big deal. This is the area I wanted to watch for price to be defended to go long, but after this sweep, you know, I kind of changed my tune just a little bit. I was thinking I don't want to take it, but this price action was looking a little convincing. And again, like I said, whenever I see kind of moves like this happening against the trend and it looks like it could be a pullback, but it looks like high probability that it's at the very least a pullback, and I can take it and get some price movement quickly in my favor so that I can go break even on it. Sometimes it's worth a stab at it because I don't mind taking break evens. I've kind of like become accustomed to it, so I'm numb to it. A lot of times, like when you take break even trades, it can be extremely frustrating. But I've kind of desensitized myself to it, especially for opportunities like this. If I can take it, it moves in my favor really quickly. I'll take a break even, especially because I'm going against the trend. Ferrari. I don't spend a lot of time looking at supercars, but Ferrari, for sure, for me. What about you? Looking like it could potentially stop me out up here, and that's okay. Again, it's like every once in a while you get one of these that'll work out. And it's great because I have no risk right now. But it does look like this is climbing up. It's going to potentially stop me. If this is the highest it goes right here, then, you know, it could be, there you go. So stop out, break even, no big deal. I'll continue to look, but it looks like, you know, it stopped on a dime right here. So this cluster of orders right here was potentially playing defense. Under 400K, I'm not super familiar with Ferrari prices. Yo, what's up, Max? How you doing, brother? You taking any trades today, Max? You have the 400 level for short, all-time highs, huh? Basically, a sweep of all-time highs, and then you're going short. Yeah, pork and lamb. I know you have. You're up 2K, huh? Yeah, copy that, man. I'm working out of a red day. Took a few trades last night and almost went on tilt, so I'm trying to make up for that this morning. No, pork and lamb. This is it. I used to be a nightclub and restaurant owner. I used to be in hospitality, essentially. I used to run nightclubs, and then my Most recently, I had with one of my best friends. I had a restaurant and nightclub. But this is all I do now, just trade. No managing people, no selling stuff, no partying until 3 a.m. I just trade. A gold refinery and franchises, that's cool. How's that work out for you? So like a gold refinery, is that like you buy other people's gold and melt it down? Cool. Cool. How many locations do you have? Only two? Okay, that's cool. Nice, man. Do you have to be there all day running the store, or do you have some trusted people that you can have running the store? Hey, Coda, you want to go outside? Oh, nice. Okay. I like that business because your margins are pretty easy. Tough to lose money in that because your overhead really is probably just minimal staff, right? And then your margins are built into, the prices you're willing to pay for gold per ounce. Cool, man. One in Alaska and one in New York City. Why the different locations like that? Do you travel back and forth between the two places? Looking like we're going to potentially break out. This is just deeper pullback. You can see we kind of got stuffed on a dime right here. Oh my God. Okay. That's an interesting thing to say. Where are you from? Like what's your cultural background? Sweden, okay. Man, Alaska though, holy shit. That's, I mean, it's beautiful. I've been to Alaska only one time, but it was beautiful. And I loved it, but to live in Alaska is a different story. I liked visiting, but, you know, it's remote. It gets cold. No, I understand. Especially if you've been to New York City. I mean, I understand what happens there. There's a lot of crime. I hate this kind of price action. You see how it broke that level and then came immediately back in the range? Like basically what happened right here. Broke it, came right back into the range. This broke and then came right back into the range. I just hate that kind of price action. Yo, what's up, brother? How'd the interview go? Yeah, price actions kind of sucked. I mean, you can see we're grindy, but it's been tough. I was trading last night, so I got some red to make up from last night, but yeah, PA's kind of, it's been grindy, so it's tough to get in. I was in a breakout and then, you know, basically came back to get me right here. And you can see when it's breaking out, it's dipping hard, breaking out, and then dipping hard. So it's just not ideal price action. But yeah, tell me about the interview, man. Lasts about 24 minutes. I personally think you dominated. Fuck yeah, dude. That's what I'm talking about. Nice work, brother. Did you ask when they're going to have a decision for you? Pork and lamb. In Alaska, I live happy with my wife and kids. We go, life is good. I don't want good in other states, dirty, bad people, crime. Pork and lamb, I totally understand that. Going fishing, being out in the wild, being by nature. Alaska is beautiful. I think it's one of the most beautiful states in the United States. So I think that living in Alaska would be phenomenal, as long as you can stand the cold, right? And it's a little bit remote. She actually already told you 1 to 2 days before I could ask and told me what type of emails I would be receiving then. She actually already told me 1 to 2 days before I could ask. Okay, so are you saying that you'll find out in a couple of days? Okay, cool. Nice, man. That's what's up. I love it. Today, when it's top of mind, send a follow-up email and thank them for their time, and that, you know, you're looking forward to having the opportunity to work with them. I would do it right now. There's no like it's not like dating. You know what I mean? Like where you might want to wait or something to not seem desperate or whatever. The people you're interviewing with, from a sales perspective, they want to see aggressive follow up, and it's not any sort of indication of desperation. It's professionalism and being prompt. Yeah, man. This candle right here was pretty damn nice. But yeah, essentially the what you're doing is you're thanking them. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for the opportunity, and you know, you're really looking forward to having the opportunity to potentially work with them. So you don't want to make the assumption that you got it, but you know, just because it might seem arrogant if you do, but you want to thank them for their time and just let them know that you are excited if they decide to choose you. And probably a good time to reiterate, you know, if you do have the opportunity to work with them, you know, you're looking forward to proving, or basically you're looking forward to showing them that they made the right choice. Word that better, but that's the vibe you want to get off. And hey, Pork and Lamb, I was curious where you live. Do you live in like a regular neighborhood, or do you live on like some land with like your own house on it, or do you live in like a regular neighborhood? Just curious. I think my next move is gonna be. I used to live downtown Denver, and I moved out to Arvada, which is closer, like midway between Denver and the mountains. And I think my next move that I'm gonna do is gonna be more remote. Like I would like to have some land and some space for animals, and you know, basically just my own space where I don't have to see people. Got a lot of action going on here. I mean, this is slow and boring, but you can see we got some big orders coming in. I'm going to adjust these orders so I'm not seeing every medium-sized order. I want to see, well, actually, it's at 80, so it's good. Yep, you're right, Max, dude. I want to get away from everybody. I don't like people. I only like my friends. Also, I'll tell you what, man. I went went downtown yesterday. We were checking out some property that my girlfriend's friends, they're opening a salon, and we just wanted to go check out the area, and went over there, and there were like all these protesters and people with purple hair, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so annoying. Having to deal with all these people, like, you know, they're blocking the streets, trying to direct traffic and shit, and I was just like, get the fuck out of the road. And I was just like, it just further instills in me that like it's just not where I want to be. I don't want to be in a city that's, I don't, especially like a woke city like that. You know, it's just annoying. Just send it on Discord. I don't have a LinkedIn account. Could you click on contact info and see if there is an email address in there? I just sent it on Discord. I don't have a LinkedIn account. Yeah, let me see what's up. What's up? Oh, you gonna go? Okay, Adam, I can't see your contact info, but I'm going to send you. So that, and also go back to your naming convention for when you sent that email to Matt or whatever that guy's was, and her email will likely be the same. It's like first underscore last name or first dot last name at Comcast, but I sent you what probably the most probable is. But just go back to your emails and look at your sent emails, and whatever you sent to that guy, whatever that naming convention was, is likely what hers is. Yeah, I think that's best bet. This price action is bullshit. It's just annoying. Lose the last name, Adam. Just hi, Tally. Thank you for taking the time to speak with me today about. Okay. Really enjoyed learning more about Comcast focus on providing outstanding customer experience and. Okay, I don't send that yet. Because it sounds like it was generated by ChatGPT. You need to make it more human sounding. Thank you again for the opportunity. Look forward to hearing from you soon. Let me make that a little more human sounding. Thank you for taking the time to speak with me today. Maybe you're more excited about the role, and I'm confident. So like here, notice you say you're confident, your communication skills and sales experience would allow you to make an immediate positive impact. You don't really have the sales experience, so you need to drop that. Okay, thank you again for the opportunity. I look forward to hearing from you soon. That's great. Our conversation made me even more excited about the role. We just need to make it more human. Thank you for taking the time to speak with me today. I really enjoyed learning more about Comcast's focus on providing outstanding customer experiences and your team's commitment to supporting remote employees. That to me, like your team's commitment to supporting remote employees, I'd get rid of that. Okay, so I really enjoyed, and I'm editing it too, so I'll send you the edited version. I really enjoyed learning more about Comcast's focus on providing outstanding customer experiences and would love to have the opportunity no, providing outstanding customer services and believe I would be a great fit on the team. Exclamation point. Conversation made me even more excited about the role. I think short and sweet. I'm going to make it short and sweet. So outstanding confident and believe I would be a great fit on the team. Thank you again for the opportunity, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. There you go. Boom. That's it. That's it. Yep. Short and sweet. ChatGPT that sounds human. Yeah, that's for sure. Actually, Claude sounds more human than ChatGPT. So just keep that in mind for the future. That if you go to Claude, and you can use Claude for free, and just tell, like, here, I'm actually gonna, I'll do a test here. I'll go to Claude and let's see what's up. Let's see what it writes. I'll give it a prompt and just say, make it sound human. Let me get this. All right, let's try this. Write a short and sweet follow-up message after an interview I had for a what was the well, let's see, it's a interview I had with Comcast. Let me see. Hang on, give me 1 sec. For a what is her name again? Tally. All right. Yeah, I mean, this is good. This sounds a lot more human. It's a little bit like it sounds very professional. Might be a little too, you want it to be short and sweet. Most sales messages you want to send to like your potential customers, you want it to be short and sweet. But I think this is a better job than ChatGPT for sure at sounding human. Like, this sounds a little extra. I love that it's about helping customers find the right solutions for their needs. That's the kind of sales environment. Like, I would remove that. So, in any case, check that out. Check Claude out. And if you're going to get this sales job and if you're going to have to email people and use AI for it, I would probably get a subscription to Claude to help you write shit, not ChatGPT. For tasks, you can use ChatGPT, but for verbiage, I would use Claude because it sounds more human. Yeah. I think the one I wrote is nice, short and sweet. Sounds, human, and gets the point across. Basically, it's like that's the only thing you want to do. You don't want to make them start questioning: is this guy using AI, or what? You don't want any additional questions. The only thought that should be running through their head is, man, this guy's solid. He's following up. He seems like a great guy. He seems enthusiastic and professional, and that's it. Yep. Looking like we got a slow motion breakout happening. She did mention at the end, a lot of you being like a good fit. To be honest, I would almost be surprised if I don't get it. Fuck yeah, dude. That's exactly how you want to feel after an interview. Like, when you botch an interview, like when there's not, a lot of, positive feedback for you. So you probably got that shit. But again, it's like, go the extra step and send that email. And I mean, it can't hurt to do the extra step. But yeah, man, that's exactly how you want to feel coming out of an interview like that. It's like you get positive feedback. And for her saying she thinks that you would be a good fit, that's exactly what you want to hear. Fuck yeah, dude. That's what I'm talking about. You're watching her smile like you're a psychopath, trying to get those good emotions. Psychopaths are actually really good at being charismatic, like charming, because they realize that that's one of the easiest things to do to get what they want, is to manipulate people. Fuck yeah, dude. You damn right. Slow motion breakout. Sick. All-time highs up here. Was hoping I could hold that trade I was in for all-time highs. I'm gonna go ahead and take a stab here. Let's see what's up. Yeah, everything's slow motion, man. If we can get a nice clean breakout of this area, I would expect it to come up to here. This entry right here would have been nice. 25,264. If we keep hovering right here, geez, look at this. Look at this nonsense. If we keep hovering and doing this kind of BS right around here, I'll probably just exit. I was hoping to kind of quickly shoot up. That's not the case though. Oh my God. It's probably just going to keep doing it's probably just going to keep going up. But that was just a quick pullback. Yeah, it was a big fake out candle. It's annoying. I mean, this price action is like clearly not ideal. Yeah, it's definitely got the potential to really mess with me. Mondays have been real shitty lately. I mean, I think Mondays typically have a high probability of being shitty. I don't know. That might have been a shift. I'm watching volume right now. Looks like it's still doing the drama. Man, I don't know. I think I just need to wait for there to be a huge shift in the way that prices is moving. Because the way price is moving right now, it's like basically it's very rage inducing. Yeah, I'm gonna start thinking about food instead of thinking about the market because this is not ideal. Nice, that's what's up. Hell yeah, dude, you're very welcome. I want you to get that shit. Oh, hey, what's up, Mars? What's up, buddy? You want to come up here? Come up here. Come on. Come on. Hey, what you doing? Hey. Hi. Let's go, Mars. Good kitty. Man, my favorite breakfast burrito place is not their online ordering is down. I'm gonna call them and let them know.
Thank you for calling Bonfire Burritos in Arvada. This is Matt. How can I help you?
Hi, just wanted to let you know your online ordering is down.
Yeah, we're part of that Amazon cloud service system.
Ah, no shit. Okay.
And I guess Toast is part of that, but we can take call-in orders if you're interested in that.
Would you guys be able to deliver?
We can't.
You can't. Okay, copy that. Well, I appreciate it.
That's the only Toast. Yeah, that's through a Toast delivery system is how our delivery system works.
Man.
I don't know how we just don't have drivers here, basically.
Oh, no worries, dude. It's all good. I just don't know how I'm gonna get my burrito today, you know?
That's fine, brother.
No, it's all good, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good day.
You bet. Bye-bye. Motherfuckers. Oh, it's all good. It's not his fault. The Amazon Web Services thing being down is kind of insane. So there are so many things that are impacted. There's the Futures Desk, like Top Step X, all of the Project X trading platforms are down right now because of Amazon. It's crazy. The Amazon Web Services platform, which like tons of like businesses use, it's down right now, and it's been down all morning and it's been down since last night. So there are tons of businesses that are like basically down today, like Toast, which is a huge, credit and debit card payment processor. For restaurants, and it's like a menu platform and all that stuff is down. So I think a ton of restaurants are screwed today, probably taking cash only. God, this is so ugly. Look at this shit. Wicks on both sides, wicks on both sides, wicks, huge wick on the downside, huge wick on the downside, wick on the top side. This is gross. Yeah, exactly. Cash is the best, at least for businesses. Yeah, I liked this wick on top here that happened, but we'll see. That's why I got tight risk here. I got it just right above this sell order. Most likely, this is just going to be like a pullback trade, like it's pulling back to this area or this area. So probably just going to see if I can get a quick something. I'll go break even quickly on it, and then you know, if I can scalp like 30 points or something, that would be ideal. This also could just be coming down basically on this like trend line here and then reversing back up. So I'll probably just do a break even right now. Yo, what's up, Max? You're back? What do you mean, what happened? Not much. It's just kind of been chopping around over here. Kind of like just slow motion breakout. Yeah, me too. It probably won't happen, but I got to break even in just in case it decides it wants to come down. I'm gonna go to the 15-minute. All those wicks are so gross to look at. Look like we might not make it up to the all-time high level up here. I mean, that would be ideal. I don't know. I guess this could just be a little fake breakdown. $15,000 positive on Delta. Sick. Yeah, maybe this comes back up. Oh well, we're the stab. I'll probably just keep doing that, doing break evens. So fake. Oh, come on, man. Let's do something. All right. Are we finally going to fall out of this range or what? These are 15-minute candles. Basically been in here for an hour and a half. Yeah, man. They're really not doing a lot. It's not really doing a lot. It's just consolidating for like an hour and a half at a time and then grinding the rest of it. I had to restart my platform real quick. Oh, thanks, man. Now I'm just wondering if it's gonna finally break out of this consolidation, go short. I don't know, man. It looks so just so fake. We are staying under this point of control here, which is the only thing I like about what's going on right now. But I don't know if it looks ready to go short yet or not. It's hard to distinguish what's like legitimate, like, you know, price action versus just kind of what's been going on, which is a lot of fake outs, a lot of back and forth. Tempted to go short, but I'm gonna wait just a second, see if this has follow through. Not yet. So fake. All right, I'm gonna give it one more shot. Could bounce from here. Can't trust shit, you know? So probably break even. I don't feel like this break even is safe from price coming back up, so this might be just a quick scalp or something like that. If it does keep going down. I don't know. I don't know if there's a good way to enter this. I mean, it looks from like this point on, it looks like we are going short. But it's been gross. So I don't know. It's looking to me like we're going to stay under this point of control right here. So maybe there's an entry up here around 305 or something like that, but I don't know. If this was like the extent of, the short move it's going to do, and now it's going to pop back up. No, I have no trust in today's price action. All right, I'm gonna take a stab there. This 305 was that area I was watching this fair value gap. Yeah, Max, I feel you, dude. It's overextended, but room to all-time highs. Yeah, I know. We got basically 100 points up to all-time highs. This could have been the dip that's going to start sending price higher, but let's see. After this like dip here, it was looking like we could potentially have price action that's a little bit different, but then it popped back up and it's doing the same thing that it was doing before during this consolidation. So I don't know. My guess is that we're not out of the woods yet. Yeah, just taking paper cuts. It might be flipping right now. Just start going up. This is pretty frustrating. I'm gonna switch to the 15-minute. Gross. Right here, this point of control. Let's see what we do. I'm gonna give it a shot again up here for short. Looks like we potentially bounced off of that point of control. Maybe another break-even trade. Oh, whoops. You guys can't see any of that. Still haven't had like a ton of meaningful selling yet. This cumulative volume delta, we're still at positive 17,000. So big changes in this number, like this dropping down to 15,000, would be a good sign. Just basically, I want to see this number start deteriorating. Doesn't look like it's happening. So anyway, I got this break even in. I'll just let it ride. And based on price action, it'll probably ride for another like 5 points and then come back up. Might be down to add at the top of this candle and then just break even again. It's looking more like it's gonna start moving up to me right now, so maybe no ad. All right, another break even. I don't know, this might be building momentum. Go take this high. Let's see. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right. Same spot. Oh boy. That sounds like a good idea. Chicken bites and fries instead of trading. It's better than losing money. Oh, thanks, man. Not starting off the greatest, but I've recovered from worse. Most of this is from yesterday or last night. I've got to get a handle on my OPEX trading because it really has the ability to tilt me. So does this kind of price action, but at least during the day, I'm like just a little more controlled. At night, I'm a wild man. Thanks, brother. I hope so. Yeah, I feel you, man. I think it's looking potentially like, you know, that could be the case. I'm gonna try long. Everybody in short is in some pain right now. We crossed over this point of control, and it's looking like we're finding, you know, some more aggressive buying. So we give it a shot. Probably get stopped out, break even again, but that's okay. I'm taking some stabs. Basically, just one of the trades that I take. That's all I need. I just need one of these trades that I'm taking to not be break even, to keep going. So that's kind of what I'm shooting for. Take a trade, put a break even on, and for one of these trades to actually work out and not come back to me. What do you, Adam? What do you think of Black Ops 7? Oh, you don't play Black Ops. You only play Warzone, right? And then Modern Warfare 3. Oh damn! What's up with the new Warzone with it? Are they're just, what are they updating? They have new maps. Okay, nice. Sick. All right, big sell order here. When you see how we react right here, that's a pretty large one. You know, I got to take what I can get. Got to take what I can get, man. Yeah, man, look at this. I find it just kind of hard to believe that it was kind of pumping up like this and it didn't even retest this high here without some sort of, I guess I shouldn't find it hard to believe. All right, well, I guess we're going to sit here and watch a little more, huh? Oh, man. Man, this is horrible. Trying to add your new account number so you can deposit more funds, but it's not as simple as one would think. Oh, damn, you can't just do it through the website, huh? I think whenever I did it, I think I was able to do it through just like when you go to the account dashboard. I was able to add my bank account and I didn't have to talk to anybody. Five, 335. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna crawl to all-time highs. You added it and it has a time clock beside it. Okay. Yeah, it might take a couple days to be added. Not to be added, but so you were able to add the new account information, but did you actually make a deposit? Because I know the deposits can take a couple days. Oh, okay. Copy that. Huh. Yeah, maybe you just pull up a chat with NinjaTrader. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, well, I don't really know what to do with this price action except for either just sit and wait or just take super small stabs. Oh boy. We got 130 coming up in 3 minutes, which could inject some volume, hopefully. All right, 20 seconds. Let's see if anything happens. Not moving, dude. What the hell is this shit? All right, here we go, 130. Let's see if we can get something, some sort of movement, some sort of injection of volume. Yeah. Kind of more interested in watching this volume than this price, because this price isn't telling me anything. Spooky time. Yes. I don't know if this trade's going anywhere. I don't know, man. I don't know. I gotta spend some time and make my own like copyright-free playlists, so I don't get random injections of Bozo the Clown music. All right, maybe it's taking the highs now. Looks like that was the pullback, and now it's going for highs. I'm gonna go ahead and close this. I think like, I don't know. I don't know what to say about this price action, because it's just not doing. I mean, it's probably just gonna be grinding up to all-time highs, and if that's the case, it's just, I don't know if there's a trade for me. I might shut this shit down, brother. Might have to accept an L today, and you know, like I'll watch it, and if anything happens, maybe I'll take something. But this is brutal. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna shut it down, brother. This is more frustrating than it is rewarding. Yeah, brother, I'll see you tomorrow morning. Have a good rest of your day, man. Try and enjoy it. I'm gonna do the same. Fuck this shit. Take it easy, bro. Nice job on your interview. Looking forward to hearing about that shit. All right, peace out.